Hey, shalom, shalom. First and
Shalom.
foremost, I'm going to give all glory and honor to Yahweh,
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 Ba'ashem,
Bahashim,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashim,
Rakadash,
Ba'ashem,
Rakadash.
Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone who teach and rule well. I want to give salutations to the Lord's elect and you sincere Akim, as well as you Israelite foreigners pushing this work scattered across four corners of the earth. This is Brother Barak.
This is brother Salah.
This is Yahweh
Sarah.
Sapara.
Said she was on lockdown at Simple Side Night. Oh, okay.
Sarah.
And, I'm gonna do we're gonna do a quick lesson, Lord willing, this is edifying to the point. This is basically gonna be about this dude John Truth, saying talking about the MOTB. Now this dude is completely bugged out, man. And I've been in a call with this dude before, and the dude was saying the same thing. I'm gonna send you, brother Selah, a link. We're gonna look at this, and I'm gonna basically just go over. I'm gonna send you a picture, brother Selah. So I want you to show it. I'll put it up on the screen, brother.
Alright, go ahead, Ak.
Yeah, real quick. I'm gonna just open this up in my browser. So yeah. So essentially, this man was what the fuck? All right, so lucky. So yeah. So I'm gonna send you a picture now. This man, John Truth. I'm not gonna even look at the video, but because I already know what this dude's gonna say. But this dude's saying that the MOTB, right? This mark of the beast is not an RFID microchip. It's not something. It's not a chip. It's not an electronic device that you put in your head or your forehead or your hand. He's saying that's not what it is. He's saying that the mark of the beast is disobedience to Yahuwah, lawlessness, Sunday Sabbath, or no Sabbath at all, and the name JC. So first of all, he don't even got the proper names. So I don't know why this man is teaching, but second of all, this dude saying the mark of the beast is not a chip. Okay, now we're gonna get this precept because this is repetition. We're supposed to repeat things over and over until we get it.
He going
We're
off.
gonna pull out Revelation.
That nigga going off.
I'm gonna put a verse in the chat as a preset for next. If you want to read that, man.
Yeah. So it says Revelation 13:6, and he causeth all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
You
Now,
said
how are you supposed to, how are you supposed to, how are you supposed to have what does that have to, and anything to do with, you know, not keeping the Sabbath and using the name JC? The mark of the beast. Okay, it clearly tells us. The Lord. He's not making things more complicated than what they are in the sense. He's telling us straightforward. No man will be able to buy or sell without the with whoever whoever doesn't take this MOTB, this mark of the beast. Now, what the hell does that have to do with the name JC? And yeah, everything's a spiritual mark. Everything's a spiritual, like everything's spiritual. Everything we're seeing things. We seeing things, right? And there's things that the eyes can't see, right? As the scriptures say. But we gotta give people the milk here. Understand this is leading people astray, man. Like the MOTB is this is obviously it's a spiritual, but it's a physical mark that you're gonna be receiving on people are gonna take that on the right hand or the foreheads, like the scripture says. I don't know what this has to do with not keeping the Sabbath or the name JC. It's utter insanity. Now, you want to bring out that precept, or you want me to read it, or
which one? Romans chapter 2,
yeah,
verse 2. I'll read it.
I can read this if you want me to.
Go ahead, Doc. Yeah, you can read it.
All right, so this is Romans 10:2. It says, "For which says, For I bear them witness that they have the zeal of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, but not according to knowledge." Yeah, so these people they might be zealous. They might have good and they might even have good intentions. They might be studying, but like they don't got this knowledge, man. The Lord didn't put the spirit of knowledge on them. You know, some of these people just be having they want to they just want to be so quick to teach, have no regard of the elders, and they want to be basically just you know break these things down, and they're breaking it down the wrong way. Now, us brothers, if we break something down the wrong way, we're going to correct each other, and like the scriptures tell us, like what was that scripture, brother Selah? Is it a fool doesn't listen to rebuke? I know I'm butchering that, but basically, we're going to correct each other, right? Yeah, and this is the book of First Timothy 3:6. You want to read that?
Yeah, I'll read it. It says here, First Timothy chapter 3 verse 6 says here, not a novice least being lifted up with pride, he fall into the condemnation of the devil. So these motherfuckers like John Truth, man. They got a little bit of knowledge and they think they know freaking everything. And now they're doing breakdowns incorrectly and he's leading people astray, man. And we've already told and didn't people have rebuked him in the past, saying that's not the actual mark.
And exactly, this dude was in a whole call because we used to be in this, a server, right? And this dude was up in this whole call saying this with a straight face, man. Like no recollection of what he just said. And he just said he was saying verbatim that the MOTB, the mark of the beast, was the name JC. You know, like what the fuck are you talking about, homie? Like what are you talking about, man? And I got this verse, this precept, right? Um, this is the book of Amos 3:3. It says, "Do two walk together unless they have agreed to do so?" So even if these dudes they might have a good intention or think they have a good intention, but we're not we might like, are we really walking on the same thing? Are we believing the same thing? That's we have to basically follow the same doctrine, man. We can't be bugging out like this guy, you know. And it's just crazy to me how dudes will be prideful and just start saying things out of their ass, man. Saying shit like using the Paleo Hebrew, using all these Hebrew names, and the Lord, and then you not even like break. You can use all the Paleo Hebrew, but then you overcomplicating shit to the point where it gets out of context and it just doesn't make any fucking sense. The scriptures were very clear, man. This MOTB is gonna be something where it's implanted into you, you know. And this guy is saying that it's not a physical mark, and it's not something you put in yourself. You know, like what is this man talking about, man?
What that goes back into the election was able to obtain it, the rest was bonded. And the Lord, he even said he was gonna string said he was gonna send that strong delusion. Remember Salah? That strong delusion he gonna send upon the earth
Yeah.
and they gonna
Yeah,
take that chip. The bitch is gonna think they gonna have like 20 years of birth control. They take the chip, that's
and
gonna
that
be a
goes
strong
back
ass
to
delusion.
the Lord's gonna smite these people with madness, man. People are gonna be thinking they're gonna get superpower like Neo from the Matrix, where they can install different attributes into their body. They're going to be able to download things to their brain. People are going to be able to think that, and that might actually be true, but it's going to fucking destroy them. It's going to bite their ass later down, because they're going to be their brains are going to be able to be manipulated and
Yeah.
hacked to where they're going to be able to see shit. And it's like that movie, like, I know this is kind of stupid, but that movie, there was this movie, really popular movie a while back. It was called, it's the SpongeBob movie. It's like very, very, very popular. They got the every and towards the end of the movie, they got a bunch of like dudes, like, basically put on this like um kind of like hat, right, like this plankton hat, and
It was a fucking
they were
ugly.
all under like a spell. They're all under like a spell, and they were all basically worshiping plankton, that do Plankton from SpongeBob. It's the same shit with the MOTB. They're gonna and Esau puts these things in movies, on the left hand side, that subliminal messages. But basically, they were all worshiping Plankton. They put on this bucket hat, and they started all basically acting like drones. It's going to be the same way, man. Where these people are just going to be controllable. They're going to be able to be used uh, on the
They
left hand
trust.
side. And
They
I'm
trust
gonna
in
I'm gonna,
Egypt.
I'm gonna get this precept. You got something, brother?
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say, hey Salah, remember what Yahweh Shah said after the tribulation, he was gonna return. According to, was that Matthew 24th or 25th or 25? He was like,
He said wait, he said after he said he'll return out. Wait, he said no.
after,
I remember the scripture like that said there'll be a fire on earth, and if it will not already be kindled. Is it that scripture?
nah, not that one, man. Hold on,
All right,
hold on.
Slovakia.
You good? You good?
I want to get his precept real quick. If you before you get that, this just says, "Woe!" This is Jeremiah 23:1. It says, "Woe to the shepherds who destroy and scatter the sheep of my pasture," declares Yahweh Bashem El Shai. So yeah, woe to these fucking wicked ass people, man. These people just saying things, man, saying just words, man. Like, do you understand what you're saying? Do you understand? The words that are just like it just doesn't make any sense, man. People, these guys are just bugged out. Um, like it's just crazy.
Yeah, I got that preset. Matthew 24:29. It says, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then the next verse says, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. So,
The water, the water, y'all Bashim, y'all Shai Bashim, Karkadash, and the water for bringing that up, Brother Sarah, because that basically proves right there that Yahushua is not gonna come until all these things come to pass. So at the very end of Jacob's trouble, right, Yahushua is going to appear after the nukes drop, after the MOTB has been implemented,
exactly.
and
And it could be a week after the MOTB, after it be made mandatory, bro. It could literally be a week. And the Most High come. We don't know. He said, "I behold, I coming quickly." Like he gonna come when Esau thinking they chip about to get established and everything. When they say peace, peace and safety, then yeah, hell yeah, he gonna
And
come like a thief in the night on their ass. They ain't gonna,
and
they ain't gonna see what's coming.
yeah,
and
didn't the
it's a
script.
it's Salakia, go ahead, brother.
I'll slack you, but I was gonna say like that's why the scripture says I will not fear the terror by night, nor the arrow that flies by day, and that's referring to the ICBM missiles that's gonna do Babylon soon after they think that okay we got our we got our NWO established, we got this micro C we got a lot of people micro see it, man, we back, that's what Esau says, all we so back. But no, but no, you're not, man. You asked about to go into captivity, and then that's when they can send them thermonuclear missiles on your
I
ass.
I got a
And
precept too.
go ahead, brother.
Now you go ahead, bro. I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
All right, yeah. This is a book of. Okay, so this is of 2 Timothy 2:16. It says, "But shun profane and vain babblings, for they will increase unto more ungodliness." And this is exactly what these, and this goes along with the book of Sirach. I believe it talks about like a fool just runs their mouth, roughly paraphrasing, but a fool just it will just like a wise man, basically the one who's keeping quiet, and this and listening, basically, and because eventually you speak too much, and what happens is you just start saying completely bugged out nonsense. You're just speaking words, and they're just quantity words. They have no real meaning to them, and you eventually start bugging out because you're a novice lifted up with pride, and you just start saying random things, man.
Exactly. Um, I got a precept. Revelation 12:12. It said, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." Yeah, the ones that dwell in the cliff, they know who about to return. That's why they keep shooting at the firmament.
And
They know.
that's why these devils be building up bunkers, building up, dwelling in the caves, like the book
They
of
they
Daniel
ask they ask gonna
prophesizes.
get pulled. They ask gonna get pulled out too. I don't know if it's
Yep.
gonna be us or the angels, but
and
they ask,
and and
yeah.
even those bunkers are going to be used for the elect. Like, a lot of people have been saying that how the bunkers are going to be used for the elect. Like, these billionaires think they're going to use them, and then they get wiped out, and the elect actually use them for a period of time. So
We might store it. Goddamn, I don't know weapons. I don't know. It's up to the Most High.
yeah, this is the book of Matthew 5:37. It says, "But let your communication be yea or nay, for whatsoever is more than these cometh of evil." So yeah, man, you just saying all these, you just saying things in and putting the in between. You're talking about the gray, the in between. Most of the time, man, there is no in between, man. You know, there's either truth or not the truth. You know,
Yeah,
there's truth
it
or
ain't. It
lie.
ain't no. I got the 85% of the truth. Yeah, it's straight 100%.
Yep.
Exactly. I got a preset after you too.
And I got one more. This is Second Peter 3. It says, "Above all, you must understand that in the last days scoffers will come, scoffing and following their own evil desires. They will say, 'Where is this coming?'" Okay, so people are gonna be like, well, where is this, MOTB? Where is Jacob's trouble? Where is, where are all these things? But they're gonna happen. But people are gonna be mocking, scoffing, making fun of the prophets. Basically saying that these things aren't gonna happen, and then they're gonna start bringing out their own bugged out doctrine, which is just completely going off. And you got that preset, brother?
Oh yeah, yeah. Hold on. Go to. All right, we got Second Ezra's. Down. Oh yeah, Second Ezra 16:1. Woe be unto thee, Babylon and Asia. Woe be unto thee, Egypt and Syria. Gird up yourself with cloth and sack and hair. Bewail your children and be sorry, for your destruction is at hand. A sword is sent upon you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent among you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and who may drive them away? Yeah. So yeah, that's what we seen. We seen these plagues, pestilence. We seen earthquakes in diverse places. Nation rises against
We
nation, kingdom
seen
against kingdom. We seen it all.
we seen planes crashing, randomly every week. People crashing out and shooting places up. And these aren't just old ass people doing. These are young kids doing this stuff. You know,
Somebody deal with
you know
madness. These niggas
these
mad.
these these spirits created for vengeance. They're coming out at an early age. The Lord's been bringing them up and deleting them in a short period of time. And these people with spirits of madness, man. Now, these people might have good intention, but they have to humble themselves and listen. They have to listen to the elders, man. They have to, if this man is truly sincere, he's gonna go back and really rethink what he's saying, man, because it's just completely bugged out. You can't be just going into a bunch of. You can't think your doctrine or what you believe is right because more Paleo Hebrew or more characters, and you put all these little fancy diagrams and fancy fonts and words and make it look appealing to the audience. Just because you do that doesn't mean what you're saying is right. Like these other camps. Who has the best camera, who has the best video equipment, the best angles, the best video editing. No, we're not here to do that, man. We're here to feed to the elect. We're not here to do all this bullshit.
That shit
So
is corny.
that dude's completely bugging out, man.
Yeah, man. What's that scripture? What it says? If you stay in the spirit, you won't. Let's pull that scripture up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about, Solar. You stay in the spirit. All right, yeah, let's pull it up. So Galatians 5:25. If we live in the spirit, let us also walk in the spirit. Let us not be deceivious of vain glory, provoking one another, envying one another. Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself. So that's why we have patience with Nate. According to Galatians 6:1, it said, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such as one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted.
Yep.
Sir.
And so yeah, I mean that's pretty much what I was gonna pretty much everything. Um,
Sure.
I want to say unless you brothers have any more precepts, I just wanted to make this a quick, quick lesson. Overall, I just think there's going to be a lot of false prophets coming out. Like the scriptures say, beware of false prophets. Um, you know, and these people that are just basically, and I'm not going to say they're wolves in sheep's clothing because I don't know them truly. They are yes
I
they
know a few
are
wolves in
pushing
shit
this,
clothing.
they're pushing this, but at the same time, man, like the scriptures say, we're not supposed to add on or take away from this book. So you can't be doing that, man. You can't be doing that. I don't know this man's intentions, but it sounds like what this man is doing is just completely bugged out. And if he's really sincere, he would delete that video that he made about the mark of the
Well,
beast.
it eventually comes down to just humbling yourself. And if I may interject here and say, Matthew 5:37, but let your communication be yea, nay, nay, for whatsoever is more, then these cometh evil. So we got to be very careful on what we're speaking on. We can't over speak and overshare because that can end up leading to destruction. When we're just speaking extra words. We got to keep it plain and simple. Here a little, there a little, and keep it on the main topics, man. Keep it the bread and butter. When we start
Yep.
going off on these other stuff and thinking based off of our own mind, that's when it becomes a huge problem.
And I have one more precept to add, brothers. So, if I can find it, here it is. All right, so Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14. It says here that we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men, and by the cunning craftiness whereby they lie in wait to deceive. Again, yeah, we don't know the intentions of this guy, John Truth. But the fact that he's not even using the correct Hebrew names. He's using that.
That nigga Asian.
Yeah, he's using the new Hebrew, and he's not even breaking down, the book of the MOTB, or the mark of the beast, precept correct, man. That those are red flags, so he very well might be one of them agents, sent by the left hand, man. And but everything is of Yahweh Bashim Yashai. That's to sift out his elect. Because what the scriptures say, if it were possible, it would deceive the very elect. Actually, let's get that out.
Oh yeah, bring it up.
All right, so Matthew 24 verse 24, for there shall arise false Hamashiachs and false prophets, and shall shew great signs and wonders, insomuch that if it were possible, they shall deceive the very elect. But you know what, the elect, Lord willing, we are part of that number. We're not gonna be deceived. Why? Because we
Yeah,
have
they
we have
sung a
that
new song.
we have
They
that
sung a new
doctrine.
song.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What he said? Let's pull that out.
Let's pull that up. Let's bring out that breakdown because that's the perfect precept.
Yes, sir. All right.
Revelation 14:3. Is it where a new song before the throne and before?
And the four beasts, that's the archangels, right? Michael and, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Uh, n-
I
I'm
thought.
not too fully sure. I'm not fully
Yeah,
sure about that, brother.
yeah.
But
I thought the four beasts was the archangels, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. But
Wait, you said the four beasts?
yeah, I'm.
No, no, those
I
four
was
beasts
talking
were.
about I thought we were talking about the nations, those other
Yeah,
nations.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that talking about the? Yeah, cause I don't.
Yeah, Slocky, brother. If I can interject, yeah, those four beasts, they were talking about the previous kingdoms.
What is that outside?
Oh
I
yeah,
see some sort of.
yeah. Okay. Okay. So the four beasts. So that's talking about the previous kingdom, and it said, and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000, which were redeemed from the earth. And it said, these are they which were not defiled with women, and that's not actual women. It's talking about like doctors and stuff, right? So
Yes, sir.
like
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Going back to Ephesians chapter 14. Yeah, that's like Ephesians chapter 4 verse 14. You know that's what it goes about. You know, not being tossed and fro by every winded doctrine, by what the craftiness of men. Being deceived by these anti-Mashiachs, man.
yes, sir. It said, for they are virgins, I mean, not actual virgins, but we ain't get down with this pagan shit. We ain't, we stood with the Lamb, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Uh, and it said, these are they which follow the Lamb wheresoever he goeth. These were redeemed from amongst men, being the first fruits unto Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so if that's all the precepts you brothers got. I want to end off this lesson now. Lord willing, it was edifying, straight into the point. You know, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Hashem,
Bashem,
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Hashem,
Bashem,
Barakakwadash.
Barakakodash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who teach and rule well, and salutation to all you Akim, pushing his word. And yeah, I would like to say, Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom. All right, Shalom. Like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kakadash. The Blonde Apostles knows a great millstone who well taught us truth. Uh, Shalom. This is gonna be a quick a quick video. It's a quick a little comment or correction that I like to make about pertaining to Revelation chapter 14 verse 3 where it talks about the four beasts, and I believe in this part. I'm gonna play it a little bit in a few seconds. But in this part, I said it was pertaining to the four beasts in the book of Daniel, but come to realize after digging into Revelation chapter 4 and reading the whole chapter, it was actually talking about it actually was in fact talking about the archangels, because in verse 7 and Revelation verse 4 it describes them as like, and I'll read it. It says here, and the first beast was like a lion, and the second beast was like a calf, and the third beast had the face of a man, and the fourth beast was like was like a flying eagle, and the four beasts, each of them has six wings about him, and they're full of eyes within, and they rest not day or night, saying holy, 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 Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, I Allahayim Almighty, which was and is to come. And when those beasts give glory and honor and thanks to him that sat on the throne, who liveth forever and ever, and the 4 and 20 elders fall down before him that sat on the throne, and worship him that liveth forever and ever, and cast their crowns before the throne, saying, Thou art worthy, O Lord, to give glory and honor and power, for thou hast created all things for thy pleasure, and they are and were created. Is so that's a precept right there pertaining to those four beasts. Are talking about the archangels, as you read here in verse 7 in Revelation chapter 4. So I'm gonna play the clip. So I'll say fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Uh, yeah, this part right here.
Revelation 14:3. Then as it were a new song before the throne and before the Lamb.
And the four beasts, that's the archangels, right? Michael, and if I'm not mistaken, right?
Uh,
I
I'm
thought.
not too fully sure. I'm not fully
Yeah,
sure about that, brother.
yeah.
But
I thought the four beasts was the archangels, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that. But
Wait, you said the four beasts?
yeah, I'm.
No, no,
I
those
thought I
four
was
beasts
talking
were.
about the. I thought I was talking about the nations, those other
Yeah,
nations.
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Is
yeah.
that talking about the? Yeah, cause I don't.
Yeah, Slocky, brother. Oh, if I can interject, yeah, those four beasts, they were talking about the previous kingdoms.
What is that outside?
Oh
I think I
yeah,
see some sort of.
yeah. Okay. So the four beasts. So that's talking about the previous kingdom, and it said, and the elders, and no man could learn that song but the 144,000.
Yeah, so that's where I messed up. I said that they're the four kingdoms, but after doing a bit of research, looking at previous videos from like the elder apostles and some of the brothers, and going back to reading those scriptures, yeah, we can conclude that those four beasts were talking about the archangels because they stood before the throne of Yahweh Bashim Yashai, as we read here. So saying, and they sung as it were a new song before the throne and before the four beasts, and those four beasts in fact were referred to the archangels and the elders, and that no man could learn that song but the 144,000 which were redeemed from the earth. Yeah, and how we know it was talking about the archangels because those four beasts was and along with those elders were referenced in Revelation chapter 4. So that was the mistake we made. He's like to say, Salakia for that. Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. Salakia forgive us, Babu Shah, Babu Shah, Babu Shah, Babu Shah, and Salakia, to the elders and apostles and your brothers on down, for that. So, so with that, we'll end off the video right there. With that, I'd like to say Shalom.